In this lesson, we're going to be talking about triangles and quadrilaterals. So triangles can be classified by their sides. So there's three different types of triangles. Equilateral triangles have all three sides that are the same length. Isosceles triangles have two sides that are the same length. And scalene triangles have all three sides that are different lengths. Triangles can also be classified by their angles. So acute triangles, have all angles that are less than 90 degrees. Right triangles have one largest angle that's 90 degrees exactly. And obtuse triangles have their largest angle measuring more than 90 degrees. So triangles are really important shapes in construction. They're strong. They do not easily change shape. If you think about construction in general, think about things like bridges. You can think about how often we use a triangular shape as support. Same as the roof in a house. We use triangular trusses. They're a very strong shape and are very helpful. Now, quadrilaterals is any shape with four sides. Squares and rectangles are obviously the most common quadrilaterals, but there's many other types as well. So quadrilaterals represent all shapes that have four sides, but we can have things like a square and a rectangle. You can also have a parallelogram where you have two sides that are parallel, or a rhombus where it's a parallelogram but where all the sides are the same length. You can have a kite where two sides are the same length and two other sides are the same length. You can have a trapezoid where there's parallel sides, an isosceles trapezoid where you've got parallel sides but where these legs are the same length. You can also have a right trapezoid which has two right angles within it. Quadrilaterals are also really important. They can be easily divided. They're easy to work with. They can also be divided into triangles. Using these properties, you can solve many different types of problems. So there's just one example here for you. If we know that the following triangle is isosceles means two sides are equal. It's asking us to find the unknown side. So it's asking us to find the length of this side. Now, at first glance, it might appear that we don't have enough information here because we only know one angle and one side and nothing else. But because this triangle is isosceles, we know that this side and this side are equal. And what that means is that this angle and this angle are also equal. So in this triangle, the total for all the degrees is 180. If we know that this top corner is 136, it means that we have 44 degrees left for the two other angles. Now, because they're equal, we can take that 44 degrees and divide it by 2 to get 22 degrees for each corner. Now that we know that these are both 22, we then have a pair of an angle and a side that we know, as well as the angle that's opposing this other side. So we can use the sine law. So remember, I always like to start with the pairing that we know. So sine 136 over 12 and sine 22 over our unknown. So cross multiply and divide. Sine 22 times 12 divided by sine 136. And we get a side length, our unknown side, I'll just call it question mark, is equal to 6.47 centimeters. So that's just one type of question you can answer. If you look through the practice questions, you'll find more types of triangles and you can just apply what you know about the triangles or quadrilaterals to help you solve for unknown sides.